up, YouTube boxing family? It is K-Rod 7435 by way of Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm with Joseph Brown. Tell us why you're here, and what's the particular how should I say reason for being here?
I basically just came out to support my boy Kamel Moen. You know, he had his I think 9th pro fight and got a second round knockout. So yeah, just came to support him.
Okay. For anybody that may not know who you are, could you explain who you are? As far as where you're at right now in the sport?
Yeah. Well, my name is Joseph Brown. Of course, I'm 19. As an amateur, I was 67-0 in all the different combat sports, and I'm signed with Floyd Mayweather as well. You know,
okay.
Team, and I'm currently 7-0 as a pro. I fight at 154.
Okay, nice. As far as your development goes, correct me if I'm wrong, you had a really strong MMA background, if I'm not to be mistaken?
Yeah. Like all my 67 amateur fights were across, taekwondo, kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, and I won 6 national titles, a world title as well. So, I have a strong martial arts background.
Okay. Did you decide to just go to boxing because that was the gift that that you believe that you're really good at?
Yeah, I kind of have to choose one to really put all my time and focus into as I decided to turn pro, and I kind of just decided boxing as I got older. I just kind of singled that one out.
Okay. Based off of the training, as far as how you started into the sport, did you come up with any good trainers to try to get yourself at that particular level?
Man, my dad is the one that got me started in everything. He's been teaching me how to fight since I was born, and still my head trainer until this day. So I give all the credit to my dad. Sure.
Okay, I was about to ask. Correct me if I'm wrong. You had history with Jeff Mayweather, right?
I did as well. I started training with Jeff when I was 14. He helped me a lot through the later parts of my amateur boxing.
Okay. As far as the training camp that you do go through, do you go through as far as trying to work on your fundamentals with higher level fighters?
Of course, man. I've been able to be surrounded by a bunch of different world champions, and I feel like that's why I'm able to progress so fast and be at the level where I'm at right now. It's just from being in the gym surrounded by world champions. It's definitely made me elevate fast and take it to a new level.
Do you plan to go after the big names in your division so you can knock on their door one day?
Definitely for sure. I'm not one of those people to call names and stuff like that. I try to stay humble about everything, but at the end of the day, I'm a young, hungry fighter, so I want all the belts. So I don't name call, but whoever got a belt is who I want.
Hey, some names that I want to see. This is my wish list, but obviously, the big dogs like Daryl Valsaint, Amari Jones possibly at 160, but also a very good name at 154. I want to see you in Razat Butayev. That's a good fight one day. And I'd also like to see you and Virgil Ortiz, in the future.
Yeah, those are all great names. Like I said, if any one of them got a belt, respectfully, I'd love to get it on and have my opportunity to become champion.
Okay, do you plan on moving fast or just going slow?
I plan on moving fast. I believe that my skill set compared to most other prospects is really high. So I think I'm trusting Mayweather Promotions, Floyd Mayweather to guide my career, but I think they're gonna be moving me quickly compared to most others.
Okay. Yeah, because I was also gonna finalize to say, as far as where everything's at right now, do you plan on trying to create a foundation where you could try to build with the best names that are more so veterans rather than just saying I just want that big name fight because I just want to be on the big spotlight?
No, definitely. Whenever I fight, I want to make sure it's against a good game opponent because that's gonna help me, and then nobody can say anything after I win. They can't say I've been fighting bags or nothing like that, which I haven't been. I've already fought 2 undefeated people out of my first 7 fights. A lot of prospects don't do that. Some people go their whole career without fighting somebody undefeated. So I'm already proven that I can get in there with whoever and do what I need to do and still come out on top. So.
Okay. Yeah, just a final question. When it's all said and done with your career, where do you want to leave that particular legacy for the next generation to look at you?
And I just want to just show them that if you put God first and just do your best, and your dreams can come true. Anything you dream of can come true. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely a living example of that. So just make sure you stay tuned.
Okay. All right. Well, I definitely appreciate the opportunity. Do you have any final words that you'd like to give out to your fans?
I just want to thank you guys for all your support, and stay tuned. I should be back in the ring real soon, and God bless you all.
All right. Thank you very much. And this is K-Rod signing out.